So far, you've learned about the components of cell membranes, such as phospholipids and membrane proteins. In most images you've probably seen, it might look like the components are stuck in one place and don't move. You might be surprised to learn that all of the components of the cell membrane are constantly moving and interacting with one another. In this video, you'll be introduced to the fluid mosaic model of cell membranes. The fluid mosaic model is a model that scientists have developed to describe the properties and motion of cell membranes. In this model, the phospholipid bilayer is primarily composed of phospholipids, but it also contains lower levels of other lipids, such as cholesterol and glycolipids. These membrane lipids act as a fluid in which non-lipid components, such as proteins, can float or move around within the bilayer. Membrane components can move laterally from side to side in all directions within the bilayer, but typically do not flip from one side of the membrane to the other. Now let's talk about the non-lipid components of the membrane, in other words, the membrane proteins. Scientists named this model the fluid mosaic model because the pattern of proteins embedded within the membrane resembles mosaic artwork, which is made up of many parts. When a protein is embedded within the membrane, it's called an integral membrane protein. Integral membrane proteins can be completely or partially embedded within the phospholipid bilayer. Proteins that cross the entire membrane are called transmembrane proteins, and proteins that are only partially embedded are called non-transmembrane integral proteins. The types of lipids and proteins in the membrane can affect the fluidity of the membrane. Membrane proteins and lipids play a crucial role in cell membrane functions, such as selective permeability and cell signaling. For example, channel proteins are transmembrane proteins that can regulate the transport of specific molecules into and out of the cell.